Okay. Over here we have a breaker, and this the guy that whoever had it painted it white on top so you could see it. So when this is facing you, you've got power coming from the generator. If it trips, it's going to be facing away from you. You lost all power from the generator. The generator will keep running, but you will not be getting any power out of it. So you got to bring it forward. That resets your breaker in there. Okay? We have a carburetor. Now your carburetor was remodified in 2016. Condensation, dripping. Okay. Now, before 2016, you could take these carburetors, especially if you didn't run them for, say, a month, 2 or 6 months, the needle valve would get stuck and it wouldn't allow the generator to run. You could remove it, take it out, take it apart, clean it, put it back together, and put it back on, and it'd start right up. Onan Cummins got wise and said, you know what, we're losing money. Let's not let them be able to take it apart. So they made a solid casing. They do not come apart anymore. Now they have to be replaced. $400. Okay? So, the manufacturer of the carburetor wants you to start this generator for 1 hour a month. Run it for an hour to get that old gas out of the way and new gas into that cup. That's all it's done. That's all it's doing. If you decide you want to just run it dry with no gas, that's also going to help too, because it's not going to have anything to seal that needle down. But other than that, 1 hour a month. If you're using it, don't worry about it, because you're using the generator. Okay. Now, over here is a wing nut that holds this cover on, and that covers the air filter. So you have a small air filter in there that when you change the oil, you might want to take a look at that, make sure that's fairly clean. If it's not, if it's dirty, replace it. Okay. This one here, it says stop, prime, and over here it says start. So you're going to push it in and prime that carburetor, just like that, and then we're going to start it. You have power coming from this. Okay? Now you don't really want to run the generator when you're connected to electricity. There's no reason for that, because you're just wasting your gas. Okay, now the generator has a gas line that goes to your tank back there. Okay? The pickup hose only goes 3/4 of the way into the tank. So when your gauge on the front reach 1/4 of a tank, this is not going to run anymore, because it doesn't want to use up all your gas. Okay? So you don't say, well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not supposed to work. Or you're going to be stranded with no gas, period. Okay? So remember that. Remember, oh, Ruben said 1/4. I can't use the generator. That just drops in, and then these knobs lock it into place, just like that. All right. Okay. This is where your propane tank is located. 26.2 gallons of propane. But you don't get to use all of that, because 20% of that is used for expansion. So this will only get filled 80% of the way. 20% of it is expansion. So basically you're going to be getting probably 3/4 of a tank. This is probably around 18 gallons, somewhere around there. But that's going to last you a long time. This provides you with propane for the water heater, the furnace, the refrigerator, the stove. All of those take propane. Now, this is where you open up the gas. You close it to the right, open it to the left. When they put gas to refill it, they take the yellow cap off. They open up this to let the air out. When it becomes a mist, it shuts off and doesn't allow you to put any more propane in it. This is your gauge to tell you how much propane you have, which I believe you have one inside. So right now this tank is full. Okay. Over here, this is your pump for your leveling jacks. So when you turn on the switch inside and you set auto level, it all goes to the ground. The outside barbecue line, And this one here, it's a little door on the side, on way towards the back. When I